This is Stenningham with the Island of Sodor Network News. I'm your host for the Island of Sodor Network News Hour, where we talk about all that is talking about on the Island of Sodor. On the Island of Sodor, there are green fields, white sandy beaches, mountains, plains, and of course, one of the things that the Island of Sodor is famous for around the world is our wonderful railroad run by Sir Hopham Tat.
My fellow residents of Sodor, after this terrible tragedy involving dinosaurs, I am pleased to announce repairs have been completed to our glorious railroad.
Sir, they're not dinosaurs, they're dragons.
Dinosaurs or dragons or giant lizards, who's to say? But I, Sir Hopham Tat, am pleased to announce the grand reopening of the Sodor Railroad.
Earlier this week, the Lion of Sodor was delivered to Sodor Castle. The Earl of Sodor was said to be most pleased with the usefulness of the engines, especially the small little engine that is blue, named Thomas. What's that? Stand by! I'm getting news of a horrible train derailment on the island of Sodor. This is terrible. Let us go live.
Welcome to the new Sodor Railroad. I, Sir Topham Hatt, give this railroad my full approval. This is a very useful engine. She's white and red, and she travels at approximately 1/10 of 1 mile per hour. Here on the Sodor Railroad, we have many very useful engines as we round this bend on our entirely safe railway. Someday we will have a multi-level tracks, but now we just go up this hill, very safe hill. Oh no! And round the bend, about to go down the hill. Oh, we have had a massive derailment!
Live to our correspondent on the scene, Loonah, Flora. Loonah, good afternoon. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can hear you perfectly.
That's wonderful. Loonah, tell me what happened. Was there a train derailment?
Well, there was, and it was a very bad train derailment.
Well, tell me, how bad was this train derailment?
Well, it was pretty bad, so,
How many people were injured? Are there any missing?
some kids are missing.
Children! Are there women missing too, or is it just the children?
It's just the children. They were
Just the children?
Yes, they were just...
Were the children playing on the railroad tracks? Is that what caused the derailment? Is it disobedient and rowdy children?
No, they were children. Well, yes and no. There were some children on the train that were playing around, and they got spooked and they jumped out of the train.
They jumped out of the train! The children! Why were they not wearing their safety harnesses?
I don't know, but we think they might have gone into the woods, and we're sending searching parties there to go and try to rescue them.
So, children jumping out of the train caused this derailment. How were the authorities able to ascertain the reason for the derailment with such great, deliberate speed?
Okay, the children did not cause the derailment, but there was...
Are you sure? Because it's always easiest to blame the children.
Well, some little boys were playing around the track, and they put some rocks...
It's the little boys. I knew it.
They put some rocks and sticks and some leaves in the middle of the track on the bridge, and So that's what we think might have caused the train accident.
Loonah, do we know which engine was driving the train at this time?
I think so. I think it's
Was it
Gordon.
Gordon? Gordon, oh, the indignity. Oh, Gordon, the most proper, long-serving veteran of Sir Hopham Tatt's Railway. Oh, poor Gordon. Do we have an update on Gordon's condition?
Well, yes, and I forgot to mention that they also put some ash and coal on the like around the rails and in the grass. So Gordon is really dirty.
Oh, the indignity. Has Sir Hopham Tat made an appearance yet at this time?
He was on the train.
Was Sir Hopham Tat injured?
Thankfully not.
That's good. We wouldn't want our fat controller to be injured. Now, what does he do? What does he announce as far as ways to encourage railway safety?
Well, there's so many trains behind Gordon. Sir Topham Hatt is like, he said, hey, all the trains go back to your sheds, rest, and then all of them said, well, where will I put my honey? Where will I put my jam? Where will I put my fish? Like
These are all very important concerns. Jam, honey, fish. What could happen? What's going to happen with the mail delivery? Will Thomas's special be on time as a result of this delay?
No.
There will be great confusion and delay on Sir Topham Hatt's Railway. You heard it here first on the Island of Sodor News Network. I'm Stuart Stenningham, and you've been watching Loonah Flora here on the ISN News Hour. We'll be back right after these messages. Well, welcome back here to the Island of Sodor Network News Hour. I'm Stuart Stenningham reporting on a horrible train derailment here on the Island of Sodor. Our correspondent, Loonah Flora, has been updating us with some of the details. Right now, it sounds as though there were some boys, very naughty boys indeed, not in their seats and secured by their safety harnesses, who may have jumped out of a train, ran across the tracks, put coal on the tracks with dirt and leaves, causing Gordon to derail, suffering a grave indignity. Let's go live now back to our correspondent on scene, Loonah Flora, who will give us an update on the death toll. So far, we know that Sir Hopham Tat, the Fat Controller, has not been injured in this derailment, but has yet to provide a statement or announce anything related to ensuring the safety of the railway in the future. Loonah, do you know of any additional steps that are being taken to ensure the safety of the railway? We understand there's going to be great confusion and delay as a result. The mail will not be arriving on time, as well as the jam, fish, and honey. Is that correct, Loonah?
And bread.
The bread, there will be no bread. What about the circuses? Can we have an update on the circuses? We know there will be no bread, but what about circuses here on the island of Sodor?
Well, they were supposed to arrive tomorrow, which unfortunately the tracks will not be fixed by then. So the circus will have to go to, I don't know where right now, but
Are you saying that the circus will have to be diverted from the island of Sodor to another location?
yes.
Now, will the children be very disappointed about missing the circus?
Yes. But
Have you talked to any of the children? Are there any children whom you could get on camera with you that might be able to offer some insight into this horrible, horrible disaster? Not only a derailed train, lost bread, Missed out circuses, jam, honey. Oh, oh, the indignity, the humanity. This is
And
just, oh,
fish.
I'm sorry, what? Fish! Fish are friends. All these friends lost on the railway. Now, Loonah, are we aware of, has there been an estimated death toll as a result of this horrible train derailment?
Well, I just got a call. Well, a message. He said that one of the kids that caused the derailment will be coming your way, and his name is Wells Beasy. Just call
Wells
him.
Beasy is going to come in studio? The police will be escorting him, I assume, into the studio as we await. Well, I think it's time for a break. Right after these messages, we'll be back with more updates live as we receive them here on the Island of Sodor Network News. I'm Stuart Stenningham, joined by Loonah Flora. Well, this is the Island of Sodor Network News. I'm Stuart Stenningham, and I'm joined in the studio this evening with one Wells Beasy, who may have been involved in train derailment on the Island of Sodor. Hello, Wells. Hello. Yes, hi. I understand you may know something about this train derailment here on the Island of Sodor. You can smile real wide. Now, is it your understanding that these wide smiles have contributed to the derailment of this train here on the island of Sodor? Well, let's go back to our correspondent on the scene, Loonah Flora. Loonah,
I think I
uh,
know. I think I may know why he is acting crazy. I think I may know why.
was there sugar involved, do you think, Loonah?
Maybe, but his mother just came and said that he is a very naughty boy, and usually whenever he gets in trouble, he tries to act silly and make a distraction.
Make a
And
distraction.
like, and whenever he's on the news, because he's on the news a lot.
He's on the news a lot. Are his pictures hanging up by any chance in the post office?
Yes.
Well, maybe there's a reward for this one. Well, it seems we've reached the bottom of the hour, and I've been Stuart Stenningham, joined by Loonah Flora, as well as a very silly boy, to discuss. Loonah, are you all right? Are you all right?
I just heard that there might have been at least 10 more boys causing the train derailment, and they don't know who. So they're setting
They
up.
don't know the names of the boys who have caused this train derailment as of yet.
But
I'm sure the authorities and the Fat Controller will investigate these matters to the fullest and provide an update on why trains are derailing, confusion and delay is occurring here on the island of Sodor, causing the loss of circuses, bread, fish, honey. I suppose we should be thankful that this derailment did not happen while the Lion of Sodor was being transported, lest small children, sheep, goats, cows be eaten alive by the island of Sodor. Wells, BZ, I understand you're responsible for this. Do you wish to make a statement?
Well, I have a question for you. Did you know that the steam locomotive is actually carrying Thomas? He got into the ocean and caused fishing and fishing, and then he almost broke down. So he needed to carry. So the steam locomotive needed to carry. And I would like to show you
Indeed, let's go live on scene to this site of a horrible train disaster here on the island of Sodor.
And we will see
I've got another update. I've got
Another update.
of children missing.
How many children are missing?
What?
How many children are missing there, Loonah, where you are?
20 children.
20 children missing. Now, are these children elementary school children? Were they on their way to a field trip, perhaps?
They were on to their first day of school. So elementary children.
Elementary age children on their way to the first day of school, suffering a train disaster. We can only hope that Sir Hopham Tat gets his train line up to speed.
And
We know that Sir Topham Hatt has many questions that he'll have to answer to explain the reason for this horrible train derailment. Well, stay tuned here to the Island of Sodor News as we go live on scene to look at some of this terrible, calamitous event after being promised by Sir Hopham Tat that his railway was safe following the attack of the dragons just a moment ago.
That's Sodor being destroyed by the Dinosaurus Rex. And as we will see, the steam locomotive on the way. Down through the railroad stuff, and along the railroad stuff. Hanging along the rail, over the tent, over the tent, to get to Claymore Field. It can really be unstable, it can get close of the. And as we will see, the steam locomotive and Thomas Bubbles broken down.
Very good.
We will go show you it right now.
One more thing do you have, Loonah?
Well, the mothers are coming to me and asking, do you know where any of the children are? Do you know if they're okay? I'm very, the mothers that, a lot of the mothers are very worried, especially the mothers who have, that's their only child. And that's
Yes, I imagine the mothers are very concerned about the state of their children. Yes, well, we shall have to perhaps get an exclusive with Sir Topham Hatt and interview him. Hopefully he'll issue a statement soon as to why he allowed this to happen on his railroad, the railroad where there ought not be any confusion and delay, because all of Sir Topham Hatt's engines are really useful engines. Thank you.
I, Sir Hopham Tat, am sobered to announce that I take full responsibility for the recent train derailment. It is my solemn responsibility as the Fat Controller to ensure the safety of all railroads on this island which we call home. I sincerely apologize to all my fellow residents of Sodor for this disaster. We can only hope that going forward, our trains will indeed be really useful and suffer no further indignities. I understand that many mothers are very cross with me because their children have been covered in rubble. We are thankful there was no loss of life. But we must remember the heroism of Gordon, who suffered such indignity in this train disaster. But because of his great courage, he will receive a new coat of paint. But until the day when our railroad is fully operational again, we will be forced to rely upon horses and buses for transport. I thank you for your attention, and I look forward to the day when our island will be free of confusion and delay, and the bread, circuses, fish, jam, honey, and mail trains will run at full and timely capacity again. Thank you.
And we're back in the studio now, going live to our correspondent Loonah Flora with additional relevant details about rumors of communist involvement.
We think that, well, since the since the train fell off the tracks, derailment, well, we think that one of the engineers might have been part of it, because since
Do you
then,
think he might have been a communist?
maybe. But,
This could be all a part of a communist plot. Well, in the next hour, we'll hear from Senator Joseph McCarthy weighing in on the train derailment here on the island of Sodor. Good night.